iPhone. CHEK News will be on the air tomorrow.
We are now the only newscast broadcast from Vancouver Island. We're employee-owned and we're staying.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Nanaimo RCMP are investigating a fatal crash on Sunday night on the south end of the city. The victim is a young woman, just 18 years old, who was set to graduate high school this week. Kendall Hansen has more.
Police markings at the intersection of Trans-Canada Highway and Cedar Road show the area where two vehicles were involved in a horrific crash Sunday evening. Police say the head-on crash was between a blue Kia SUV and a white Acura sedan, and that one of the vehicles was traveling off Cedar Road onto the Nanaimo Parkway, and the other was traveling in the opposite direction. An air ambulance was called to the scene, but an 18-year-old woman, the sole occupant of the white Acura, didn't survive.
Sadly, an adult female lost her life. Two others were injured, who were taken to the hospital. They were later released that same evening. It's too early to say what happened. We had our accident analyst on scene for several hours. We're collecting data, collecting statements.
Today at Cedar Secondary, students are preparing for graduation ceremonies that are scheduled to take place tomorrow. The 18-year-old crash victim was among those who were set to accept their diploma. In an email to the Cedar Secondary community, the school's principal confirmed one of its grade 12 students died suddenly, saying that words cannot adequately express our profound shock and deep sorrow, adding that their thoughts are with her parents, family, friends, classmates, and all those who knew and loved her. A family member has identified the victim as 18-year-old Caitlin Bohatti, sharing a photo of her posing in front of her white Acura. In the post saying her parents should be celebrating her grad this week, not facing heartbreak. The post also noting that the victim's brother was also killed in a car accident 11 years ago. Are police considering criminal or motor vehicle charges?
Nothing's been ruled out right now. It's quite preliminary. So I said a lot of work to do. Videos to review, statements to obtain. The analyst has to compile a report. We have to look at the cameras.
Police say they're still looking for witnesses or any dash cam or video surveillance taken in the Cedar Road area leading up to the crash between 6 and 6:30 Sunday night.
A Victoria imam is speaking out tonight after being attacked outside his own home. The religious leader says he was spat on and told to go home, but he's choosing to fight the hate with forgiveness. Here's Corey Sidaway.
4 days after enduring a violent attack outside his home, Imam Ibrahim Gadot of Victoria's Majid Al-Imam is back to work.
He has a minor fracture in my left side of my mouth.
Speaking through a broken jaw, the Victoria Imam recounts the terrifying moments Thursday morning in between morning prayers in his car with his wife. Out of nowhere, a stranger opens his car door and tries to yank Gadot out, punching and hitting.
And he spit on me and go home.
The perpetrator, a possible repeat violent offender.
And they called me and told me that that person did that many times before, but with weapon.
4 days later, Victoria police aren't saying much. No on-camera interview, just a statement saying they're still piecing together the facts, working to release information as soon as possible. Gadot says he watched police arrest the 25 to 35-year-old man and has been told he's been charged, something CHEK News wasn't able to confirm. From Nanaimo today, BC's public safety minister called the incident deeply concerning.
Every community needs to feel safe in British Columbia, and nobody should feel targeted or unsafe because of who they are.
Over the weekend, Muslim leaders across Canada condemned the attack, as did Canada's federal culture minister, Mark Miller, who called the assault appalling and vile, saying Islamophobia and violence have no place in Canada. For Gadot,
and I'm gonna forgive him.
He's offering his violent attacker through a broken jaw forgiveness.
If I have a chance to meet him and to kiss his forehead and tell him why you did that, and even I will welcome him in my office and talk to him and tell him, like, open your heart. What do you want to know? Why you did that? I need to take a promise from him. He will not do that anymore with anybody.
Hoping to heal with the ultimate goal of keeping the community safe.
Well, social disorder and property crime are major issues across BC, so police are putting a new plan in place. The province is funding 12 new repeat offending hubs, including 2 on the island. Sky Ryan reports.
Sonia Coleman is working as hard as she can Monday to make her Nanaimo business, the Nanaimo Bar, succeed. Says she is desperate for help to reduce downtown property crime, like this recent break into her bar, and the social disorder that's keeping people away from this downtown.
All the businesses are being targeted, and when you use that word, it's a little bit scary for people because, like I said, people don't want to come downtown anymore.
On Monday, the province announced that help is on the way through a new BC-wide program targeting chronic repeat offenders of property crime and shoplifting.
We are investing $16 million over 2 years to create 12 new repeat offending hubs across British Columbia.
The program follows a successful model that was piloted in Nanaimo and Kelowna that increased supervision, enforcement, and supports for those causing the most harm. On Vancouver Island, new hubs will be set up in Victoria and Courtenay, and Nanaimo's will continue. In addition, a single Crown Counsel will now be assigned to handle those chronic offenders going through the court system.
So there's continuity there. You have prosecutors who know these files inside and out.
You do this wraparound approach to identifying what the offender needs, whether it's the police need to step up enforcement, whether it's community corrections, conversing with our Crown prosecutors.
RCMP have identified 45 repeat chronic offenders causing the majority of street disorder here on the streets of Nanaimo. And according to Tate, this program has reduced police interactions with them considerably.
We see that individuals, where appropriate, are put into custody and receive quicker and longer sentences.
I'm sure a year from now we're going to see a safer Nanaimo.
I am excited about this program. I really do want it to just get going.
Officials expect to have the 12 new chronic offender hubs up and running by the end of this summer.
The people whose comments city staff have ignored spend between 2 and 25 hours downtown at our dance studio each week. That's more time than many part-time employees in the surrounding businesses. Their comments deserve to be considered, and once again, 5 minutes is not long enough to describe all of the negative impacts.
An appeal to Nanaimo Council tonight on an application by a local strip club for an expanded license to serve alcohol. Sweet Spot Lounge opened on Nanaimo's Skinner Street more than 4 months ago and had applied to double its hours of alcohol service to 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. 7 days per week. Now, last week, some neighbors told CHEK News they were still shocked the business opened next to a dance studio, often filled with kids. The city only requires approval for liquor service and not its entertainment use. Now, staff recommended the application be approved, but council turned it down tonight in a 5-4 vote. Well, the issue of amalgamation between Victoria and Saanich has been around for a while, and in October, the subject could have been settled for good. But as Jordan Cunningham reports, a stop sign from the province has made it unlikely.
Forget the wedding, the proposal is off for now. Voters in Saanich and Victoria come October will not have a binding referendum on amalgamation. It wasn't either municipality that had cold feet, but the province.
So it was disappointing and frustrating to hear that we can't have a binding referendum.
Municipal amalgamation needs the stamp of the province, and a letter coming back from the Minister of Housing and Municipal Affairs, Christine Boyle, to Saanich and Victoria rejected that binding referendum.
As to the position of the minister, I understand her position from a technical perspective, and certainly the province has, I gather, made the determination that more work needs to be done.
Victoria and Saanich can still move forward on a non-binding referendum question on the ballot, and that'll be discussed this week by respective councils. One of the issues stopping this, so says the province, was a lack of financial implications on amalgamation. It's been discussed for decades.
Amalgamation.
Yes or no?
There was a referendum question in 2014 asking voters whether they wanted to consider amalgamation. Then in 2018, another question on whether voters supported a citizens' assembly to look at it more. So if you're keeping score at home, we've decided whether or not we want to talk about it. So now, having talked about it, we're deciding whether or not we really want to make a decision on it.
I would say that's a way to characterize it, yes.
Muddy enough for some residents to tune out the chatter. Do you even pay attention to it anymore?
No.
Why is this taking so long?
Are you familiar with government?
But Trevor Barry is tuned right in. He's the president of a citizens group called Amalgamation Yes. He says we've been down this road before.
People have had their say, we've done the study, and now it's time for the people, yes or no, to decide that we're going forward with this. Another delay with an unnecessary question that doesn't get us any further ahead is just a waste of time after so much time and money has been spent on this already.
The issue isn't quite dead, but the province considers it unlikely the conditions could be met in time for October.
It is only provincial political will that is getting in the way of us having this opportunity.
Barry contends the Citizens Assembly report does contain all the information, but
we are now putting water in our wine and saying we're willing to wait until 2030 to have a binding referendum.
On a yes or no, that's proving not so simple.
Well, the Comox Valley Airport's newly released economic impact study found the airport contributes more than $300 million annually and supports nearly 1,700 jobs throughout the region. It notes the activity generated by airport operations, on-site businesses, visitor spending, and the many industries that support aviation activity in the region. YQQ is the island's second busiest airport, welcoming a record 450,000 passengers last year. Well, Ross Bay Pub, a well-known business in the Fairfield neighborhood, is shutting down, announcing on social media that its final day will be this coming Friday, June 26th. The Instagram post invites patrons for one last meal or pint, saying thanks for all the memories over the years. Well, the FIFA World Cup is bringing plenty of excitement and money to BC, including Victoria. And as Chattis Leo reports, it seems to be locals who are leading the charge.
Inside Puerto Vallarta's Amigos restaurant, tortillas are being flipped, tacos are being made, and soccer fans are lining up to watch the Argentina vs. Austria World Cup match. While Victoria may not be a host city, this business says the World Cup is increasing its bottom line, one goal at a time.
We have had a great influence of people from locals, from tourism, and from people who are very passionate about the sport.
Espinoza is feeling the benefits of the World Cup despite being 120 kilometers away from Vancouver's BC Place.
We see an increase of traffic for sure.
Maribel, los juegos de fútbol para ti es importante?
Claro que sí, son sumamente importantes.
Esteban, Maya, and Maribel are part of that increase in traffic. Locals who are choosing to spend their money at home instead of in Vancouver.
¿Qué estamos mirando hoy día? What are we looking at?
Hoy venimos a ver el juego de Argentina contra Austria.
With FIFA, do you find you're spending more money around town?
Yes, we try to help every different place.
And it seems to be locals rather than tourists that are driving this FIFA boost in business across the region. While Destination Greater Victoria says the capital city has actually seen a small dip in hotel demand so far this month, businesses insist the buzz is still there.
I would say it's more the locals right at this moment. I think eventually it will happen. I think some of them are just traveling and following their team, and then probably after, if their team doesn't make it or not, they will probably come and visit the island.
And people coming to the public viewing, people going to the bars and restaurants and having brunch and wearing their team jerseys. So it's been fantastic and a great boost for the local economy.
We have all seafood in this side.
Back at Amigos.
Noon is the right time to start having beer?
Yes, sure.
Locals are spending money, buying drinks, and doing what they can to support their team, their favorite restaurants, and changing life's priorities for the moment.
¿Y tienes trabajo? Are you missing work right now? Or? Yes, I work right now.
So while tourists may be slow to arrive, local soccer fans are doing their best to help keep the World Cup economy alive in Victoria.
I'm Ed Bain. Your full island forecast is coming up. But first, here's a look at weather around the world. 32 in clouds and sun for Cologne, Germany today. Over in the UK, Manchester was all cloud and 26. And the heat wave continues for Rome as the temperature hit 34.
Weather around the world is brought to you by ComSense Cabinets. Designed for your space, built for your life. Ready to outrun your trivia competition?
That was a great performance, y'all.
The Chase is on. Wednesdays at 9 on CHEK.
Football is a lifestyle that has taken me around the world. Whether I'm playing football on TV or in real life, running the field and a business across oceans is mucha cancha. Dad!
Can you please stop moving?
I cannot. Remitly helps you navigate the sidelines of life and keep your money in play. Vamos, 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 vamos!
Lease the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee Hybrid from 2.99% for up to 24 months on all models.
Things feel hard right now. That's why we're introducing the new Van City.
You get the next one.
To build a brighter future. For you and for everyone. So join us.
Today's Dodgecast is going to be hot, really hot, with a 100% chance of sizzling summer savings.
Dodge delivers.
Your local Vancouver Island furniture store with the very best in quality, selection, and customer experience. It's worth the drive to Dodds.
Hi, I'm Dustin from Budget Blinds of Victoria. I'm very excited at the opportunity to help you with your window covering solutions. Whether your needs are privacy, light control, or if you want to operate your shades from your mobile device or your Alexa. With our industry-leading warranty, our national brands, and decades of experience, I'm very confident we can find the right fit for you and your budget. Come see us down at Budget Blinds or find us online.
When the police came, that person wasn't on the different floors, he was already on the rez-de-chaussée. Then the crossfire starts.
3 people, including a police officer, a civilian, and the suspected gunman, were killed in a shooting in Montreal that was captured on camera. Officials say officers responded to reports of a person displaying a firearm from a hotel window and were met with gunfire upon arrival. A second officer was seriously injured but is reported to be in stable condition. Police are still trying to determine the suspect's motive. Well, the largest wildfire in the province is still burning out of control near Lytton tonight. The Saw Creek wildfire is 704 hectares or 7 square kilometers. But with flames moving away from the community, the Lytton First Nation and the regional district have downgraded some evacuation orders. The fire was discovered Friday. Lytton is still recovering from the 2021 wildfire that destroyed most of the town and killed 2 people. Now, next week marks 5 years since a sweltering heat dome phenomenon settled over southern BC, culminating in the Lytton blaze. Mackenzie Reed has a look back on the deadly incident and whether the province is prepared if it happens again.
Those temperatures, deadly heat, which led to overwhelmed emergency rooms and deaths across the province. During the heat dome, the province baked in temperatures it had never seen before. Environment Canada says Victoria beat its all-time temperature record by 3 whole degrees, reaching 39.4 degrees. Nanaimo hit 40.5 degrees. And Lytton saw the highest temperature Canada has ever seen at 49.6 degrees. These persistent and high temperatures led to hundreds of emergency health calls, doubling the amount of 911 calls. The heat is also linked to 619 deaths across the province, 24 in Greater Victoria. 98% of those who died were indoors, 56% alone, and 67% were 70 years old and older. Over the course of the last 5 years, Environment Canada says summer temperatures temperatures, while not hitting persistent extremes like in 2021, have continued to rise, and governments, policymakers, and community organizations have looked at ways to better prepare for these kind of weather events. Most recently, Victoria Council is exploring new maximum temperature requirements and cooling methods for rental apartments. While these are good first steps, some local climate activists believe that municipal, provincial, and federal governments could be doing more.
The municipalities that are really working on this effectively are the ones that are taking action locally within their jurisdiction, doing things like planting thousands and thousands of street trees in places where they shade people. But they're also doing things to pressure their national and regional governments.
Rather than doing this piecemeal municipality by municipality, we would love the provincial government to take action and to really help with subsidizing retrofits of building with heat pumps. We don't expect the landlords to have this all on their shoulders. There needs to be some government interventions.
Boyd says while work still needs to be done, communities are generally more prepared for heat domes because there is more education around these weather events. But the big question is, will this happen again?
This is an extremely rare event. That being said, of course, global warming, it is pushing us into kind of previously uncharted territory temperature-wise. And so though this is an extremely rare event, hot weather, we've all seen it. It is getting hotter every summer. So I would definitely say that the heat dome, it's something so extreme, is not likely to happen again in our lifetime, but hot events are going to continue.
Well, this is the annual cleanup effort on Vargas Island off the west coast of Vancouver Island. Volunteers picked up more than 1.5 metric tons of marine debris from remote beaches. A team of 10 volunteers with BC Marine Trails removed debris and garbage from 9 beaches around the island between May 31st and June 3rd. The group went around Vargas Island by kayak, camping on beaches while collecting debris that had washed ashore.
I'm Ed Bain. Here's your extended forecast. Still another very warm day on the way for everybody tomorrow. North Island will top out at 23, sunny and 20 again for Wednesday, but there's low pressure and cooler air coming in by the end of the week. Thursday and Friday, rain days for the North Island, 14s and 15-degree highs. Cloudy and dry Saturday and Sunday, temperatures back to about 16 for both of those days. That's the North Island picture. Central Island, still a very warm day tomorrow, 29 degrees on the way for Tuesday. More of a mix of sun and clouds, so more cloud cover starting to sneak in here. As that low starts to spin that cloud in, 26 in the mix on Wednesday as well. And then a big drop here, 21s to 17s with rain coming by the end of the week. Showers pretty likely for Saturday at 60% and a high of 18. And then a cloudy, dry day and 20 degrees for Sunday for the Central Island. Very warm day today. Another one on the way for us tomorrow for the southern tip here, 28 degrees. It's a mix of sun and cloud for Tuesday. And then a gradual cooling here for Wednesday and Thursday. 19 degrees in cloud for Thursday, but the showers are starting to move in here now for Friday and into the weekend. So 17 degrees at best for Friday. Normal highs would be 20 for this time of the year. 60% for Saturday. Again, showers likely at 60% and then cloudy and dry and 19 for Sunday.
The Canadian dollar was up to 70.61 US. The TSX increased nearly 145 points. The Dow added 148. The Nasdaq fell 351. Gold shed 43.20 an ounce, and oil was off $1.99 to 73.86 a barrel.
You understand when you've been caught in a lie? That's the look that you would get on a guy's face.
Hot Bench. Hot Bench, weekdays at 12:30.
Looking for a truck? Come to Victoria's Truck Center. At Jenner, we have mid-size, half-ton, and heavy-duty trucks. When our name's on the back of your truck, you know you got the best deal. At Jenner Chevrolet Buick GMC, still on the Old Island Highway.
We live here, we work here.
And we care about getting your move right.
You Move Me provides big-hearted service.
With friendly, uniformed professional movers.
A stress-free move is within your reach.
Book your best move ever at youmoveme.com.
Now is a great time to help you set goals to help you reach financial success.
Maybe you want to reach that success by making a few updates to your home.
Or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing.
A Capital Direct FlexiLine can get you there.
How would you use $80,000, $280,000, or even $2.8 million?
For your best financial health, choose FlexiLine Fitness from Capital Direct.
Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca. Discover summer evenings at the Butchart Gardens with relaxed family dining and live music on the concert lawn. Wednesday to Sunday evenings, July 3rd to September 5th. Entertainment is included with admission. Details at butchartgardens.com.
Summer perfection awaits at the Bayside. Picture oceanfront views, award-winning dining, poolside bliss. One unforgettable escape designed just for you. The Bayside Oceanfront Resort, Parksville. Your perfect summer is waiting. Book today.
We want to make a difference, and not just with teeth. Our clinics are locally owned and operated, which means we can give back to our community. We can remove barriers to dental treatment, and we can put our patients first.
With the Tacoma, you can be sure to earn your Saturdays off grid. But come Sunday, you can also earn that Best Dad mug. There's a Toyota that powers every adventure. Get yours at your local dealer today.
Time to save wherever we can. We tried a different detergent. Seemed like a good deal.
It was not. The detergent was so watered down it left our clothes with stains and dinge.
My favorite shirt became my PJs. We're back with Tide.
It's boosted with double the cleaning ingredients in every drop. It's got to be Tide.
Boost it!
Welcome to the hall. Congratulations.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I mean, it's never in a million years have I ever imagined this, so I'm very, very thankful.
Former Boston Bruin Patrice Bergeron getting the call today that he is in this year's Hockey Hall of Fame class. Bergeron suited up in 19 campaigns for the Bruins and helped them win the Stanley Cup in 2011. Also going in this year is Montreal Canadiens great Carey Price. Price was a star in net for 15 seasons, leading the Habs to a Stanley Cup final appearance in 2021. And former Vancouver Canucks GM Brian Burke is also being inducted in the Builder category. There's been plenty of chatter online about Campbell River's Rod Brindamore being left off the list, despite now having 2 Stanley Cup rings.
First pitch. He swings and drives us out to right field. McGarry will watch this one go.
And a night off for both island teams in the West Coast League, but they are colliding for the first time tomorrow night in Nanaimo. The Night Owls got a pair of home runs from Carter Cathers yesterday, and 6 pitchers combined on a 3-hitter in a 2-0 win at Wenatchee. The Night Owls are 12-9 on the season, sitting 3rd in the North Division. Meanwhile, the Victoria Harbour Cats have been playing well of late. David Cron homered twice yesterday and had 5 RBI, leading the Cats to a 15-5 win at Port Angeles. Victoria is 9-9, but they've won 6 of their last 8 games. So that Island Showdown starts at 6:35 with the first pitch at Roxman Stadium tomorrow. That's our show. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.
For 25 years, Incredible Home has been crafting custom closets and cabinetry right here on the South Island. As a third-generation Victorian, I'm glad our local work helps support more than 50 local families. Quality storage built by your neighbors.
Live viewing on the big screen, live entertainment, and free family-friendly programming. Experience the Summer of Soccer in downtown Victoria. Catch the action at participating bars, pubs, and community events until July 19th. Visit dvba.ca/Summer of Soccer.
The moment you step into Cedar, everything shifts. Heat wraps around you, your breath slows, and through that signature bubble, you're not shut off from nature. You're part of it. The forest, the ocean, the snowfall, it all becomes the experience, not just a sauna, a sanctuary. Others build saunas. We build connection. Discover the feeling for yourself. Visit one-of-a-kind creative woodcrafting in Qualicum Beach today.
Now's a great time to set goals to reach your financial success.
Maybe you want to make a few updates to your home.
Or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing. How would you use $80, $280, or even $2.8 million?
Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca.
The fun never stops at Wheel.
You got it! It's a call! You're a millionaire!
Wheel of Fortune, Monday to Saturday at 7 on CHEK.
Next Jeopardy! His 7-game streak was a long time coming. Now, can a challenger take him down?
How much do you want to risk? I've waited 22 years to say this. True Daily Double.
Jeopardy! Monday to Saturday at 7:30 on CHEK.